Letting number 8567, concrete and brick removal replacement and complete sidewalk installation, SP 96. We have 3 bids. Rainier Construction LLC, RAINERI Construction LLC, $140,581.75. 140,581.75. SBC Contracting Inc. SBC CONTRACTING Inc. $105,471.25. 105,471.25. Gershenson Construction Company Inc. GERSHENSON Construction Company Inc. $109,205.75. 109,205.75. With the low bidder, please meet with Ms. Bean in the hallway. Thank you.
Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie. Here. Director Walterman.
There you go. Here, present.
Director Hayes.
Here.
Director Roth.
Here.
Director Rice Walker is excused. Director Gray.
Here.
And President Bradley.
Here. We have a quorum. We'll call the meeting in order.
From the President. Supplemental Agreement Number 2 to PSA Number 1122, Traffic Engineering Assistance. Supplemental Agreement Number 1 to PSA Number 1152, Civil Engineering Professional Service Agreement for St. Louis City Park. Supplemental Agreement Number 1 to PSA Number 1153, Civil Engineering Professional Service Agreement for St. Louis City Park. Supplemental Agreement Number 1 to PSA Number 1150, Architectural and Engineering Design Services for St. Louis City Parks. Recommendation that the Board declares as an emergency action work for Lindenwood Park neighborhood signs be approved. Recommendation that the Board declares as emergency action work for 2015 partial roof replacement for C Concourse Extension, Lambert St. Louis International Airport. Recommends approval. From the President, Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that permit for Waterman Lake Improvement District to add 11 street lights on Waterman Boulevard between Lake Avenue and Roundabout Fountain be approved subject to certain conditions. From the President and Director of Streets, joint recommendation that permit for 302 North Kings Highway LLC to encroach with wheelchair ramp at 69 Maryland Plaza be approved subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that permit for Union Electric Company doing business as Ameren UE to install an anchor in the alley on the south side of Shoto west of Jefferson be approved subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that 3 subdivisions be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Holly Hills Plaza LLC, 6409 311 Gravois and City Block 6171. Greg Bowyer, 4226 through 4228 Blaine and City Block 4971. And Betty Battle Turner, 4958 through 64 Wabata and City Block 4490B. From the Director of Streets, recommendation that permit for Epic Hospitality LLC to encroach with Sidewalk Cafe, 4 chairs with liquor at 1711 South 9th Street be approved subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Safety, recommendation that 2 events to declare a festival zone February 14, 2015 for a Run for the Chocolate, Old St. Louis and Riverview Trails, and Shoot Fly Shoot and Oyster Festival at 21st Street between Olive and Locust on March 27, 2015. Be approved subject to certain conditions. Now we have the conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the board. I'm Bob Lordy, zoning plan examiner, and I'll be representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. Per board order number 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 5 applications: 6456 Oakland, 4844 South Broadway, 7825 Decatur, 4331 Natural Bridge, and 2700 through 20 North Florissant. I request these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Are any questions from the board? Can you take just a minute and talk about 2700 through 20 North Florissant?
Sure.
I understand that there's a letter of opposition from Alderwoman Hubbard.
Yeah, the applicant tried, I think above and beyond the call of duty, to get in touch with the Alderwoman about this, and I don't think they were ever able to arrange a meeting, but there was some emails exchanged between them, and it sounded like some issues came up in those exchanges. But basically, the applicant had a good project that he felt was a good project. It would be an improvement over the existing conditions there. There's a fairly large convenience store there right now, and I understand there's been some problems in the past with that store. They want to put in a brand new Family Dollar facility, make site improvements and everything. They had, I won't say overwhelming support, but they had very strong support for the project from local businesses and neighborhood residents. They have a petition with, I believe, 69 signatures on it, if not more.
185.
Yeah, 169 signatures. So based on the results of the hearing and the fact that the appellant did try very hard to get in touch and see what the Alderwoman was looking for, and just based on the attendance at the hearing and the input from the residents in the community, we just felt there was no choice but to recommend approval of this application. We did incorporate some conditions that the neighborhood and the old North St. Restoration Group asked about regarding landscaping, a little more enhanced than we might normally ask for, and that they provide security and lighting on the property to make sure there's no issues, no loitering or anything like that. Again, the appellant tried and was in contact with us constantly and shared many emails with us, inviting the Alderwoman to meetings to discuss the problems and the issues, but for whatever reason she decided she didn't want to attend those meetings.
Okay. And just to be clear, you're recommending approval?
We are recommending approval, and just so you're aware, we did run this by the building commissioner to make sure, because we understand when there's opposition from an older person, that we have to respect the wishes of the older person. So if we go against their wishes, we want to make sure everybody's comfortable with that.
Thank you for that explanation. Any other questions from the board? Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
So move. Second.
Motion to approve and seconded. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Waterman.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Roth.
Aye.
Director Rice Walker is excused. Director Gray.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Approved. Next, I'd like to handle the approval of the minutes from last week's meeting. Are there any questions, additions, or corrections to the minutes from last week's meeting? Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
So move.
Previous roll. We can't do previous roll because Director Roth was not here. So I would ask if we call the roll, please. But motion and seconded to approve the minutes, and we'll take a call the roll, please.
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Waterman.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Roth.
Abstain.
Director Rice Walker. is excused. Director Gray
Aye.
and President Bradley.
Aye, the minutes are approved. Motion to accept the agenda, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay, can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Walterman.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Roth.
Aye.
Director Rice Walker is excused. Director Gray
Aye.
and President Bradley.
Aye, approved. Motion to adjourn, please.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.